And today we talk about China's military. Actually, China is planning to raise its defense budget, military budget, by 12.2% to over 800 billion yuan. That's more than 130 billion US dollars. Lawmakers are now reviewing the draft budget report. And for more on the military spending, earlier our reporter Han Bin sat down and talked with Senior Colonel Zhou Bo from the Ministry of National Defense, where he gave his views on China's military budget.
China's military is undergoing streamlining for greater efficiency and effectiveness, and that involves cutting the numbers of soldiers and unnecessary spending. But why is the defense budget still increasing at double-digit growth?
Talking about the PLA's reform and opening up, it's not about only a few soldiers. It's actually a whole grand package, starting from the headquarters at the top down to grassroots unit. And it involves almost all aspects of the military, restructuring of the forces, upgrading the weaponry, new research and development, and introduction of new talent into the military. And besides, the ratio, for example, among the different services would also have to be improved. We used to have a very large army, but with modern warfare, everybody understands the needs of a strong Navy and Air Force. So we have to appropriate the money for all these needs, which is a tremendous job.
In his work report, Premier Li Keqiang says China's military will focus on high-tech weaponry. And along with the military budget increase, some are going too far as to speculate that the country is ready for a war.
No, I don't think so, because high weaponry is not necessarily associated with war. Because what can you do if you are weak and try to be peaceful? You have to be strong, and then you can become peaceful. If we talk about weaponry associated with war, then probably the United States, having 11 aircraft carriers, would be most belligerent. And this is certainly not the case with China. So we want to make China's PLA leaner but stronger. But how could you be leaner and stronger? You have to have state-of-the-art weaponry and be efficient.
I think what you mean is that China's defense budget increase will not translate into immediate increase of its military strength. But there's still some country criticizing China's military budget increase as a threat to regional peace.
No, being prepared militarily doesn't mean that definitely you are going to war. If we look at the history of the People's Republic of China, we would conclude that in the first 30 years or something, actually before 1980, we had a number of wars with the United States, with India, with Vietnam, or border clashes with Soviet Union. So China is not afraid of war, but after 1980, since China has embarked on the road of peaceful development, we are actually much more stronger militarily. We had a war with nobody. So that suggests being strong or to have your military develop doesn't mean that you will go to war necessarily.
China has always stressed the defensive nature of its national security policy. Thus, the defense budget increase contradicts its commitment for a peaceful development.
Of course, because if you look at China's defense spending, yes, it has been kept more or less at 2 digits, which is unusual. But if you compare it in terms of its ratio in whole GDP, China's defense budget is quite low, and actually even lower than most developed countries. And if you look at the PLA's behavior at the international scene, you would find the PLA actually is all out in carrying out international responsibility, be it peacekeeping, humanitarian aid, counter-piracy, and so on.
Thank you.